GA Sports. The Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field. Here, the scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Good. Makes the score Colts 7, Jaguars nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson now returning. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. Gets through and now an opening. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's cracked, 91. Watch the shit.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Room here to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Kaepernick now on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Kaepernick going to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag?
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 91. 91. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. It fights him off. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And this high kick, and he got all of it. This is Harris. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 26 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Colts 20. Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. With a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big one. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jordan Phillips breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Second down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best.
Second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. It's caught left side by Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 12-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
58. Mike, 58, right there. I got you.
Now Joe Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Jaguars are back within a score.
Lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson got a man. It's Tanya. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 47 yards.
And the Colts first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And Jackson throwing once more. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Virgil Green there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
That ties the game at 20 all.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time.
See if they can avoid doing it here. Now Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 41-yard line.
Flushed out right. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Jackson will throw again.
35-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now they run with Mixon.
At the 45.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd and 5.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Kaepernick now on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mixon with it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike. Yo, 91. Show it up. Check 9.
Mixon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 91. 91. Switch.
Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Kaepernick going to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. They'll run with Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Boston Scott, his first carry. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Colts 27, Jaguars 26.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Harris. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Danielle Hunter.
Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact, to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Jaguars 34, Colts 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, Jackson. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Kaepernick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Harris to return. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Come on now.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Down, Jaguars.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Well, the all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together?